When presidents travel, their cars aren't just rides, they're moving fortresses worth millions. From Britain's royal Bentley to America's indestructible Beast, world leaders rely on extraordinary machines. These cars aren't just about luxury, they're built for survival, prestige, and ultimate power. And here's where it starts, with a car that screams royalty the moment it turns a corner. King Charles doesn't just roll in any luxury sedan, he rides in the Bentley State Limousine, a machine so rare that only 2 exist in the entire world, both built exclusively for the royal fleet. This limousine isn't just another shiny British ride, it was designed from the ground up for Queen Elizabeth II herself. Underneath the polished chrome and majestic curves is a 6.75-liter V8 engine, tuned to deliver smooth, commanding power. But what makes it special isn't the speed, it's the purpose. Every detail of the car serves the monarchy. The doors swing wide and high so the king can step out with ease, perfect for moments when the world's eyes are locked on him. The cabin is sealed, the body armored, and yet the design keeps its elegance intact, its protection wrapped in royal class. Now that sounds impressive, but wait until you see what Vladimir Putin pulls up in. His ride makes this Bentley look almost fragile. This part blew my mind, because when you're Vladimir Putin, you don't just need a luxury car, you need a rolling tank. Enter the Aurus Senat. Weighing 7 tons, it glides like a symbol of Russian pride. Over 22 feet long with a Rolls-Royce inspired design, inside it's like a private jet. Privacy curtains, massaging seats, wood and metal accents, fold-out tables, and video conferencing. Luxury meets security. Bulletproof glass, a blast-resistant chassis, run-flat tires, a sealed air system, and an escape hatch. It's not just a limo, it's a fortress proving Putin rides in total control. And here's where it gets really surprising. Australia's Prime Minister, Anthony Albanese, rides in something you might actually mistake for a regular luxury sedan. But don't be fooled, this isn't your average BM. After an accident involving a Toyota Camry, the Australian government went all in on security. Enter the BMW 7 Series, codenamed Commonwealth One. On the surface, it blends in, sleek, dark, nothing too flashy. But underneath, it's a 3.7-ton armored fortress, VR rated to withstand high caliber gunfire and explosives. The details are insane. Each window weighs nearly 150 kilograms, and the doors? A staggering 250 kilograms each. That's not just engineering, that's overkill on wheels. Powering this monster is a 6.0-liter V12 twin-turbo engine, capable of 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in just 6.2 seconds. Think about that, almost 4 tons of rolling steel moving with sports car speed. The car also has an explosion-proof fuel tank, its own air filtration system, and even fire suppression in case of chemical attacks. And here's the kicker, only specially trained BMW tactical drivers are allowed behind the wheel. It looks like a businessman's car, but in reality, it's a moving safehouse for a prime minister. But wait, if you thought Albanese's BMW was impressive, Qatar's Emir Tamim bin Hamad Al Thani takes luxury to a whole different level. His ride? The Bentley Mulsanne Grand Limousine. And trust me, the word grand doesn't even begin to cover it. This car is 21.6 feet long, literally a full meter longer than the standard Mulsanne. It was hand-built by Mulliner, Bentley's ultra-exclusive coach building division, and only a handful of these exist. Inside, it's a world of its own. 6 seats are arranged in a club-style configuration, so officials and family can face each other during rides, like a private lounge on wheels. The tech is equally mind-blowing. Electrochromic privacy glass allows passengers to turn windows opaque at the touch of a button. Combine that with the signature Bentley craftsmanship, polished wood, stitched leather, and silent precision, and you've got a rolling palace. There are clips of this limousine rolling through Monaco convoys, turning heads everywhere it goes. It's less about hiding, like Albanese's BMW, and more about declaring, this is power, this is wealth, and this is untouchable. And here's one that really caught me off guard. Paul Biya, the long-serving president of Cameroon, doesn't go for the usual limousines. Instead, he rolls in a Range Rover Sentinel. At first glance, it just looks like an ordinary luxury SUV, but don't let that fool you. This is the Range Rover Classic extended version, discreet yet built like a bunker. It's powered by a 3.0-liter V6 engine pushing out 340 horsepower. Not the fastest in this lineup, but reliability is the key here, and every inch of this machine screams protection. We're talking an armored fuel tank, a tamper-proof exhaust system, and even a backup battery to keep it running if the main system is hit. What made it legendary, though, was Bia's appearance during Cameroon's National Day in 2018. The Sentinel cruised through the crowds, cameras flashing, people buzzing online about the mix of style and safety. It wasn't just a car that day, it was a symbol of authority, wrapped in Range Rover elegance. And then we have Emmanuel Macron, who turned heads by ditching the usual German giants for something uniquely French, the DS7 Crossback Elysée. This wasn't just about comfort, it was about making a statement. The car itself blends luxury with eco-consciousness. Under the hood, it's a plug-in hybrid packing 296 horsepower with a 58-kilometer electric-only range. Quiet, smooth, and efficient, perfect for a modern leader trying to balance prestige with sustainability. But don't think it skimps on space or style. The Elysée edition was stretched an extra 7.9 inches to give Macron and his guests more room in the back. Inside, the luxury touches are everywhere. Soft leather, presidential emblems stitched with precision, a sleek center console, and wireless charging for devices. It's more than just a vehicle, it's a rolling billboard for modern French innovation. Every time Macron steps out of it, the message is clear. France doesn't just follow automotive trends, it sets them, and that subtle flex makes the DS7 stand apart on the world stage. Now, few motorcades spark as much curiosity as Kim Jong-un's. The North Korean leader has been spotted rolling in a Mercedes-Maybach S600 Pullman Guard, a car that screams luxury while hiding secrets. Over 21 feet long, it's based on the W221 model, though newer W222 versions are also believed to be in play. Power comes from a 5.5-liter twin-turbocharged V12 engine pushing out 517 horsepower, but speed isn't the headline here, it's the protection. With VR9 level armoring, the Pullman Guard is built to resist explosive devices and high-caliber bullets. Step inside and the contrast is striking. White leather interiors, polished trim, and every ounce of Maybach craftsmanship create a palace-like feel, even in one of the most secretive regimes on Earth. And here's the twist, international sanctions are supposed to prevent such luxury imports into North Korea. Yet somehow, these cars make their way in, reportedly through shadowy networks and backdoor deals. For Kim, it's not just a car, it's a global statement, defiance, prestige, and an armored throne on wheels. And then there's the car everyone talks about, the United States President's Cadillac, better known as the Beast. This isn't a car, it's a moving fortress. Built by General Motors, but based loosely on the GMC Topkick truck platform, it weighs somewhere between 15,000 and 20,000 pounds. That's basically a tank disguised as a limo. The details are wild, the windows are 5 inches thick, the tires are Kevlar reinforced and can keep rolling even if they're shredded. The fuel tank is foam filled to prevent explosions, and that's just the passive defenses. The Beast also has active systems, grenade launchers, tear gas cannons, shotguns, and night vision gear. Inside, it's a fully equipped command center. Medical supplies are on hand, including a stash of the president's own blood type for emergencies. Every inch of the car is built for survival. Each unit reportedly costs over $600,000, but the true value is priceless. When the leader of the free world rides down Pennsylvania Avenue or lands in a foreign capital, the Beast isn't just transportation, it's an unmistakable show of American power and preparedness. And here's one that blends style with unmatched security. India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi rides in the Mercedes Maybach S650 Guard, one of the most secure civilian vehicles on the planet. Rated VR10, it can withstand armor-piercing rounds and a 15-kilogram TNT blast. Powered by a 6.0-liter V12 with a self-sealing fuel tank, run-flat tires, and emergency oxygen, it's a statement of security, sovereignty, and sophistication. Finally, we reach China's Xi Jinping, whose state car is as symbolic as it is rare. The Hongqi N501. Unlike the foreign brands favored by many leaders, this one is proudly Chinese and not sold to the public. At nearly 18 feet long, it carries a bold, Rolls-Royce-inspired design with its massive grille and upright stance. Power comes from a 4.0-liter turbocharged V8 producing around 402 horsepower. Range? Over 500 miles on a single tank. But the real secrets lie under the skin. The armor and security features remain classified, though experts believe it carries encrypted communications, specialized armor plating, and advanced countermeasures. Since 2018, Xi has been seen using the N501 during diplomatic tours in Africa, showcasing not just personal safety, but national pride. It's not just transport, it's a rolling symbol of China's rising power. From eco-friendly hybrids to million-dollar Maybachs and indestructible beasts, each leader's car represents more than transport. It's image, power, and survival on wheels. So which ride do you think deserves the crown of the world's most expensive presidential car? Drop your thoughts, hit like, and subscribe. There's more coming.